the actual restrictions on speech are not based on what you're saying. No one is restricted on the basis of what they say. The determining factor isn't content, but impact. And impact is determined by who is listening, and how many are listening, and how they are responding, and how they are reacting to what you're saying. But restrictions on freedom, whether that's freedom of speech, freedom of expression, or freedom of assembly or protest, or what have you, restrictions tend to be imposed based on the impact of what you're doing. If there's no impact, then there are no restrictions. And again, this is the same everywhere, whether it's in the West or in the East, or whether it's in the global North or in the global South, or in a democratic country or an authoritarian country. The difference, though, is that in the West, it's really important to you to emphasize repeatedly how free you are. You have to tell yourselves that to make you feel special and unique and superior. But the freedom you have is not special. It's more or less universal, all around the world, with only maybe a few exceptions of particularly repressive regimes. And like I've said, the freedom that you have is derived primarily from the fact that your freedom is of no impact. The moment you have impact, you lose your freedom. Your freedom is contingent upon your irrelevance. And if your freedom in any way, even in a minor way, interferes with the system of power, why the full fury of that system will be unleashed against you. And in that regard, the United States is no different from Syria or Egypt or anywhere else that you like to call autocratic. The only difference is maybe that in the United States, or in the West generally, the power structure just has greater diversity of weapons to use against you. They have the advantage of a more sophisticated arsenal of ways to destroy you. And this is because in the United States or in the West, they in fact have an even greater degree of control over their society than exists anywhere else in the world.